Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. In a couple days. I think our last live stream was Wednesday of last week. Today is Monday. Start off with 3632. Three-finger front par style grip. Try on or practice on trying to keep the dice together as they fly down the table today. Make sure they both hit the back of the wall. It's been since last week since I've thrown the dice, so I'm a little bit cold here. 5-2. First one was a 6-2. This is a 5-2. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Trey. Went to the right a little bit. I know I'm zone 639. Three, 6, 3, 2. Again, went to right over 369 again. Good morning, Slim. Good morning, Joel. Classical music, good things that happen. Yep. Draft was it was a lot of fun. It was interesting. I went all day Thursday, and I ended up getting a really bad cold. And then Friday was all rain for half the day, so I did not go. I was feeling better on Saturday, so I wanted to get on Saturday, and I got a damn cold back again really bad. So I've been suffering all weekend, 4-4, hard 8. So I've been suffering all week, and then you add on top of it, it was in the mid-50s, mid to low 50s the entire time. And then you add a sunburn on top of it. I got sunburn even though I had 30 protection sunblock on. But it was really cool. There was they had an estimated 300 or 250,000 people is what they estimated was going to be the attendance, and it ended up with being 600,000 people over the 3 days there. Left one stop, we got a 516. So they just blew away the attendance estimations. And it was packed. It was just tons of people there, just tons of people. But it was a pretty good experience. We saw one or two minor problems during the entire draft. Otherwise, it went off without a hitch, which is pretty cool. 369 again. So 600,000 people in the city of Green Bay, smallest NFL franchise city in the entire NFL there. Pretty cool. I did not go to the casino this weekend. That's one thing I vowed I would not do. I'm sure it was probably a $25 table there. There have been a ton of nutty people there. 314. just the amount of different fans from all the different teams. I mean, there was probably, I would say probably 9/10 were Packer fans, but then just the number of other Packer fans there was, other fans there was really cool. Oh, lazy dog, easy draft story was Joe and Son and Trump. I was actually on ESPN a couple times, as far as in the background. They did a scan past me. I stood up against the gate most of the time I was there. They had a side stage, and I was sitting up right up against the fence on that side stage. So when they did, we got a 426. So when they did the national anthem on the first day, I was in the background of the singer. And when they did a Seattle pick one time, my stepson's a big Seattle fan, so you see just my mug and my thumb above my stepson's head going boo, thumbs down. It's kind of funny. And a couple other times I was on there. We're 5'9". So it was fun. It was definitely something that everybody should experience at least once. I don't know if I would do it again because it was a long day. We got into the grounds, and if you guys have ever been to Lambeau Field or ever seen it, Lambeau Field, or I should say the Packers bought up all the properties around the stadium. So when you get into the grounds for the draft, you actually had to walk almost a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile just to get to the theater stage. And the theater stage was outside. So you have Lambeau Field like right here. And then you have the draft stage, which is all the way on the other end of the parking lot. And there was people all the way from Lambeau Field all the way up through past the draft stage. And it was like just, shoulder to shoulder a lot of the time. So it was a lot of people. The Snake Eyes, Magic Aces. So pretty cool. Again, highly recommend for anybody to go to it. We got there early each day. I did a little bit of walk around. They had a ton of events. And then you want to try to get your standing spot because everything was free to get in and to watch. But everything inside was expensive. Like beers were $15 per can. Inside the experience, if you bought cheese curds, which is a Wisconsin favorite, cheese curds for an order, cheese curds was $14. And normally they sell for like $6. So that was unreal. Hamburgers were like $12 for that. So yeah, Joel was not for me. But anyhow, let's get started here, guys. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 563 of the Level Up program, and let's go day number 1 of the Blue Collar Craps Level Up program. Hey, we're starting over here. I gave up on the $100,000 challenge. I think just the added pressure of adding that $100,000 challenge to the rolls is kind of a lot for a person to do. So we're going to start over. We're just going to make the Level Up Craps here. So if you're new to the program, it's one of daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we have got Kevin Scott checking in number 1. He says, good morning, Joe and everybody. We got 2-wheel paradise. That'd be Trey checking in. We got the 300 Club Plus Club. That's Buckeye, Slim, Lazy Dog coming in from California. And we got Uncle Hoku in Hawaii checking in, saying tea leaf power to all. So welcome to Level Up with CMJ here, and we're going to continue on with our same Crapsee table. So if you're playing along with us, click on that live tab in Crapsee and play along and hopefully make some money with the rolls that we have here. And remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. We got John Cresson checking in. Says good morning from sunny Southern California. But anyhow, we're going to start off our bankroll today with $18.99. We have a win go of $190, which is 10%. I will go 190 plus, and we're coming with 33 wins and 23 losses. So I have not been playing here since last Wednesday. I have not thrown a dice since last Wednesday. If everybody is new to the chat here, I did take the last few days off. I was at the NFL draft. Was a great experience, once in a lifetime experience. I don't know if I would do it again because it was a long time. We got there early in the morning each day and did a little bit of walking around. They had a ton of events going on. It was super expensive to buy things inside there. Like I was saying during the warm up here, it was like $15 for a beer. For a cheese quarter was like $14. Hamburgers are like $12. So we ended up going off grounds to do most of our eating. And I did eat a ton of cheese curds this weekend. So if you look at my current weight, remember I'm doing this weight loss. Last week I was at like 37 or 38 pound weight loss. So I gained a pound over a weekend, which is fine because I'll easily lose that this week. But anyhow, weather in Wisconsin is 55 degrees, feels like 55. So there is no wind chill. I've not been outside yet to see what it's like, but I know it is sunny. I saw that on the way down. Anyhow, Lazy Dog says something about, okay, who did not give Joe a thumbs up to Green Bay, Joe? But he said something about the cost at the draft was cheaper than one roll with Joe. Come on, man, that hurts. Ow, that hurts. That's funny. Anyhow, let's get going here. We got Craps Guy, David Clark checking in as well. Okay, let's get her going. Get your bets in. We got 15 people on Crapsee. We got 17 people watching live, and we got 6 thumbs up here. So let's call this all bets set. And dice out. We're going to go 3632, the blue dice today. And we're going to go with the 3-finger fronts par style to start off with. And my voice is kind of getting kind of rough right now because of that cold ahead, but let's go dice out. And we have 639. The right die did stop. The 639 is going to be a single pitch on that left side. Let's make sure that everything is all set up here correctly, and it is not. So let's get, my computer is just a little bit slow here. So we have 3632, and we got a 639 result. Good morning, Jeff and ND checking in. So that would be Jeff saying ahoy. But anyhow, let's do our bets. This will bring us down to level 3 of the CMJ program here with our bankroll. So we're going to go 110 on the inside. And we're going to hope for inside numbers here. I didn't do any pass line bet at all. Or no, don't pass. But we're going to go 110 inside here. And this will be a blue collar crap style playing. So again, we're going 3632. And my goal with throwing the dice today is trying to keep those dice tight together and trying to keep them uniform throughout the throw to the end of the table here. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 2, 4, 6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that'll be hit number 1. So besides keeping them uniform and tight together all the way down, I want them to roll forward. So I want them to land and roll forward into the wall and not hop up or not stop. So that makes sense. We're going to go 22 inside, but 22 inside pressure here. So that will bring some back to the rack, and then that'll be some on a table. And again, we're looking for inside numbers. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our dice set. And remember, this is a two-hidden regress type style. We got Jerry Mitchell checking in. Good morning from Georgia. Okay, let's go all bet set. And dice off. And we got a 1, 3, 4, the Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. So that's going to be no help for me because it's an outside number, 3, 6, 3, 2, and 1, 3, 4. It's going to be another single pitch on that left side. Three, 6, 3, 2. And all that set. Dice out. And there it is, a 6-2 Duracell 8. Go out, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved, and please, please, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And that'll be hit number 2 that we're looking for. And that's going to be our primer in the front side, both dice. And that'll be enough to get out of the shooter. So let's regress our bets. And that's $77 brought back to rack. So let's go 66 inside. So again, we'll bring a little bit of profit back to the rack, and we're just going to start trim betting upwards now. So my goal here is to get to that 110 inside bet level. And if I get a repeat hit on that quarter level, if you will, I will start picking up the 4 and 10 as well, and then trend bet from there. So let's call that all bet set. 17 people playing along here. 19 people watching, 10 thumbs up, and dice out. Veered off to the right side a little bit there. We got a 5-6 Yo Chef. So I missed my landing zone by about 2 inches to the right. 3, 6, 3, 2. 5, 6 is both dice off axis. That should be a drift to the left of the dice, I believe. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. My computer is a little bit slow here, so the results that I'm typing up on the screen comes up a little slower than what it normally does. So that was no help for my bets. Again, a little 3, 6, 3, 2 for a dice set. And all bets set. Dice out. And that right one jumped up and over. We got a 1-1 Magic Aces. So it is booking one of the ends there. As Sergeant Sagan, all the hard shit all the way. 3, 6, 3, 2. 1, 1, 2. It's going to be an implosion on that left side. I'm sorry, on the right side. And that'll be a single pitch on that left side. Explosion on the right side. I'm sorry, explosion. Again, no help for me. So over the weekend, I got a notification from YouTube saying happy anniversary. And it is 4 years, as of I think it was 2 days ago, 4 years on YouTube since my first video was posted. So happy anniversary to the CMJ YouTube channel. Excuse me. And all bets set here. Dice out. And we got Old Bay Bushel, 5-5 hard 10. Again, no help from me at my bets at all because I'm on the inside, so we're looking for inside numbers here. That will help extend that roll. Single pitch on that right side, explosion on the left side. Thank you, Mike. Mike is checking in here. And I also have another almost milestone before we started the live stream this today. And this has taken forever. I mean, I'm one of the slowest growing YouTube channels out there, but we are almost at 3,500 subscribers. I was one short before the live stream started here. So we're almost at that 3,500 subscriber mark as well. So I do thank every one of you for the daily support and following along and subscribership and all that type of stuff. It means a lot to me. And we'll go all that set here. So 2 milestones here, 4 years and 3,500 subscribers. So excited about that. Dice out. Terrible throw. That right one stopped. We got 2-5 Bruce. So not happy with that one. But that is a 2-5 Bruce. 7 ouch. So shooter hit the damn back wall, would you? Okay, 7 out. We did make a couple dollars on that shooter. So it was not for nothing. Made $11, but I will take it. Better than losing. Again, our goal is $190 today. So 3632 is our dice set. Excuse me. Moving on to shooter number 2 here. First roll is 8 rolls long. So if that's our smallest roll, I'll be happy with that today. And we'll call this all by set. 20 people playing along, 21 people watching. Dice out. With a hop, skip, and a jump, we got a 1, 3, 4 again. That is a Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So it's marked at point of 4, 3, 6, 3, 2. Dice set 1, 3, 4. Single pitch on that left side. So met a lot of interesting people this weekend at the draft. It was pretty cool. People from all over the world were there. A couple different WWE stars were there. A couple different NFL players were there. Pat McAfee was there. Just a ton of different people that were there to experience the draft and be part of the draft and all that type of stuff. So let's go 110 inside. I took a ton of pictures and I did not put together a slideshow at all. Maybe I'll do that sometime this week. We'll see. But the point is 4. Let's go all bet set. And dice out. So, yeah, we got 2, 1, 3. That is the ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, no help for me. That right die just stopped about 1 inch short of the back wall. 3, 6, 3, 2. 2, 1. That's going to be a drift right of the dice, I believe. And that it is. 3, 6, 3, 2. Good morning, Greg. Checking in here. Greg from Madison. So I was not able to meet up with Steph, Dice Mama Steph, this weekend. She had some stuff come up, but she was not able to make it to the draft, so that was kind of a shame. I was really looking forward to meet up with her and her husband Dan and her children. All that set. Dice out. That was kind of a wild roll there, but we got 325, the Justice Gen 5. So let's be hit number 1. 3632, so let's be a single pitch on that right side. Primary on top on the left side. So Joe's asking how far Green Bay is from me. Green Bay is about a 40-minute drive north of me, straight north. And we got John from Procraps checking in, who is no longer the cooler here. The cooler is actually Nemo of the channel now. So you guys can keep your bets on. We should be safe. But that was a 5. Let's go again, 22 inside pressure here. That brings us to 30 on the 5 and 9. They got 36 on the 6 and 8. And keep it in mind, again, like I said, 2 days ago was my 4-year anniversary for YouTube. There's also 2 other people in our community here that just hit their 4-year anniversary, and that's John from Procraps, as well as Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. So we are all on our 4-year anniversary within the last month here. So that's all super exciting. Yeah, John, I sent John a bunch of pictures. We got Matt Hatter checking in here also. Good morning there, Matt Hatter. Yeah, I'm going to try to put together a slideshow. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to come, but we'll go all bet set here and dice out 3632. Ooh, terrible throw. And we got a 167. So maybe John is the cooler here. And that's going to be a 7-0. So it'll be our first loser for the day here. So we got just a little bit of recovery to do. 3632. And we got a 167. Single pitch with 1 dice off access. And 3632. And let's switch over to the Erie style grip. And actually, I'm going to go to a 5423 with the Erie style grip one. So we'll give that a shot for a shooter. Last week, what was it? Wednesday night, I did LFC for the first time in a very long time. Shot twice. The first time I shot, it was like a 3-roller. No, it was like a 6-roller. And then the second time I shot, I got a 19-roller on there. I was one of the top shooters for the night. So that was exciting. So anyhow, we'll call this all bet set here, and dice out 22 people playing along. Erie style grip with a 5-4-2-3 all winner set. Dice out. And a 167. That's going to be our primary there. Pass line winner, come out natural. Five, 4, 2, 3, 167. I'm sorry, double explosion. No, it's not a natural, it's a double explosion. Joel's asking for a Mary update. How's she doing? Today is her first. She's actually at the doctor right now. Her first follow-up visit. She's been in a lot of pain. She had a shoulder surgery, rotator cuff surgery, and removal of some bone spurs. For anybody who doesn't know, but today's her first follow-up visit. Actually, it started probably 15 minutes ago here. Stop rolling red, said Slim. If I could, I would, my friend. But anyhow, she has her first follow-up visit here, so we'll see how it goes. She's been complaining constantly. She has her arm in a sling, even when sleeping, so not very comfortable for her. She was supposed to go to draft with me, but she did not go at all because of the arm and because of the amount of people that didn't want to get bumped. Oh, talk about loose grip there. dice just fell out of my hands. So we call it a whiff on that one. A block. There you go. 5, 4, 2, 3, dice out. And another 6-1. Sorry, Slim. Pass line winner come out to natural. Oops, that's not an ouch. That's a pass line winner. There we go. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 6-1. There we go. So. John says, don't bet the ATS when shooting all 7s. I disagree with that. Good morning, Waylon. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Haven't seen you here for a while. 6, 4, 2, 3. This will be our last attempt at this all 7 set and with the ear grip. And if we get another 7 here, we'll switch sets around. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. There we go. We got a 2, 4, 6. The Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So it's marked at point of 6. So finally here at the CMJ household, everything's settling down. The wedding is all done a week ago. Mary's surgery stuff is all starting to get well into it. The draft is done, so that means I am back to work this week on my regular schedule. First time in about 2.5 weeks that I've actually had a regular schedule for work. Let's go 110 inside again. Yeah, it's gonna be 25 and a 4. I'm sorry, 5 and 9. We got 30 and that's 6 and 8. So back to work tonight. So everything should hopefully settle down pretty nicely here. 5, 4, 2, 3. This out. Dice did cross on us, so we got another 7. So we are done with that all 7 set. That is the Bruce, second loser of the roll here. Not happy with that. We'll go back to our 3, 6, 3, 2, and we will stick with the Erie style grip and see how that treats us. Dang it. Watch your language, sir. Yeah. Anyhow. Okay. Let's get her done. We had an 8, a 4, and a 4. We're done with these low rolls. Now it's time for the big rolls to come. On 7K and 5 rolls. Again, bet for the short roll here. Hope for the long roll, everyone. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out shooter 4. 3, 6, 3, 2. Erie style grip. Just trying to figure out the dice here today. And we got an Old Bay Bushel 5-5 hard 10. So let's mark that point at 10. That's a question I have to ask on the Craps chat or Facebook page that I'm on about dice rolls on a cruise ship. I know in Royal Caribbean you have to have both the dice hit the back wall, but that last roll, the one hit here, one hit on the side here. So I wonder if that's a valid roll or not. If anybody in the chat here is part of the cruising community, let me know what your thought is on that. We'll go again last time, 110 inside here. So if one hits the back wall, one hits the side wall, is that considered a valid roll or not? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, let's go all bet set. Dice out. Three, 6, 3, 2. And we have a 2-2 hard for the hard fuzzy 4-2-2. It's going to cruise. Brian from Holy Roller. That one is a leaner. It should come down on a 2. Yep, good. It came down as a 2. 3632 and a 2-2. It's going to be an explosion on that right side. Okay. I'm sorry, implosion on the left side, I meant. Single pitch on that right side, and that's going to be no help for me. I'm on the inside numbers here, 3632. So on Princess, that's a valid roll, says John, okay. I'm not sure what Royal Caribbean, that's what I'm going to be on. I know Royal Caribbean, they always say it has to hit the back wall, no matter what the result is, otherwise they call it a no roll. All bets set, this out. And we got a 5-3-8, the Grape Ape. So that's going to be hit number 1 for us. 632 and a 5-3-8 again. It's going to be 1 dice off axis on that left side. Explosion. Primary on top on the right side. Good morning, Chris. Demon Dog Chris checking in here. Hello, hello. And let's go 22 inside pressure. We got Dice Doctor Dan checking in. Mary asked me yesterday morning. She says, I haven't heard anything about Dan lately. She was wondering how Dan is doing. So good morning to Dice Doctor Dan. Mary and Dan are best buds. So let's go all bets set and dice out. 3632. And we got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. So that's me a winner 10. Puck will turn off. That's not going to help me with my bets at all. That is a roll extender here. Point hit. So we'll be looking for a new point here. All of my bets will be turned off. And we got Nemo checking in. Good morning, Nemo. I guess Nemo is not the cooler here. It was John this morning. So good morning, Nemo. 3632. So the first round of the shooter competition has expired as of yesterday. So we have 32 shooters in the competition right now. Everybody made it to the second round. I think it was supposed to be the top 32. It's the top 36. It just happened to be 32 shooters. So we're starting up the second round here coming up pretty soon. I think they have not set a date, but I think it's the end of May is the end of this round, second round here. But anyway, let's go all bets set. And dice out. 3632, looking for a new point. And we had a 156. That is the KitchenAid mixer. So let's mark that point as 6. And for the shooting competition, I am currently sitting in 10th place on 32 shooters. There's some pretty decent rolls. One person got a 30, one person got a 29. Mrs. Money Shot did really well. I think she had like a 23 shooter. So a couple good shooters that are up there in the rankings. Again, we are ranked at number 10 right now in the competition. So it's kind of cool. And all of our bets do turn back on. So John says he has a free mini suite to Alaska. That's cool. You paid for my cruise for me and Mrs. CMJ, then we would love to go with you, John. I have a cruise coming up in July to Italy. are in Italy through the Mediterranean areas. We hit Turkey and Italy and a couple different places. Dice out. And wow, unreal. 2-5 Bruce. So a third shooter I did not get out of. It's tough going here today. 3-6-3-2. 2-5 is a 1 dice off axis with a single pitch. Not a good morning here, guys and girls. Very, very disturbing. So we have an 8-4, 4-6. 3-2, 3-6. Cousin 1 set. It's our last attempt here. We're down to 1606 on our bankroll. San Francisco to Alaska and back. Wow, that's gonna be quite the excursion. I think that's the one that John was thinking about going on. I'm not sure. So let's go all bet set. Actually, no, we're not gonna go all bet set. We're gonna do this one. So we're gonna go $25 pass line bet. We're gonna go for the gusto for our last betting shooter. If I was to lose this, I would be walking from the table. So let's go $25 crap. Our pass line, 5 small, 5 tall, and $5 any craps. That's set. Dice out. 3-2, 3-6. And we got ace deuce, Alfredo sauce, 1, 2, 3 craps, pass line loser, DP winner. And that's gonna be a craps check winner for me as well. 3, 2, 3, 6, ace deuce result, both dice off axis. That's a drift right of the dice. And that was a $10 profit for me. So let's put up again $25 on that pass line. Let's put an extra $5 on that craps check. 3, 6, 3, 2. And all bet set. Dice out. I'm sorry, 3, 2, 3, 6. I split a purchase slightly when they left my fingers. We have a 2-2 hard 4, the hard fuzzy 4. 2-2 is going to Cruise Brian from Holy Roller. So let's mark that point at 4. Again, that's going to be a right side off axis there. Explosion of that right die. And instead of going to 110 inside, we're going to go 160 across. This will be 25 on that 5, 9, and 10, 30 on that 6 and 8, 3, 2, 3, 6 is our dice set. We had too many rolls today where we had a 4, 10. We weren't getting paid out on it, so we're going to pick those up right away. See if we can get all the shooter a little bit faster. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 1, 3, 4, the Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. That's going to be a Buckeye Buckshot. 2, 3, 6, 1, 3, 4, point made, point hit, point made. Some $25 brought back to rack. Let's go 22 inside pressure. We'll keep that $25 pass line bet up. All of our box numbers are turned off. Again, $5 any craps. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. And we got 369. That's a triple D, the Dice Dr. Dan. So it's marked at point of 9. 3236 and 369. Single pitch on the right side, primary on top on the left side. And let's take that 9 down. Actually, we'll put that on the 4. We'll make that a buy 4. We'll go for a quarter. And then everything else will remain the same. We're looking for hit number 2 here, 3236. Here's our dice set. And all bets set. Dice out. Nice. Again, this dice put probably left my fingers. We have magic aces. 112. Oops, I'm sorry, didn't take that screen off. We got magic aces. 112. So that's gonna be a bookend. 3236. 112. We'll have a possibility hitting that small, hopefully. We need the 5 and 6. 5 and 6 for the small. That would be a nice little comeback hit for us. 3236. And let's call that all bets set. Dice out. Okay. Veered off to the right just a little bit. We have a 2, 6, 8. Let there sell 8. So that'll be hit number 2 that we're looking for. That'll get us out of the shooter. So finally a shooter that we got out of. I think that's our second or third time today. Second time today. Yeah. So 2, 6, 8 result. It's very primary front side both dice. And that'll also bring our bets down. It's $62 brought back to the rack. That kind of puts us in a predicament. Let's go 66 inside here. Bet level. So 15 on that 5, 18 on a 6 and 8. That leaves $96 on the table, so we're still in the negative by $30 some. So we're gonna have to do 2 collects here to get out of the shooter. 3236. So traces up and down, but made Wingo. That's good. Off to work. Have a great day, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. All bets set. Dice out. And we have a 628 again. So that is a nice hit there. That'll be a collect for us, the Duracell 8. And that's going to be both dice off axis this time. 3236 and a 628 result. So that's just going to be a collect. We got one more collect before we start pressing. 3236. And let's call this all bets set. Dice out. 17 people playing along here. We got 21 people watching. A little bit of a slow day, probably because I took the last 2 days off last week. Continuity is big. Dice out. And we got 325, the Justice Gen 5. So that is the hit that we're looking for. Both because it gets us out of the shooter completely. And that's another hit towards that ATS. 3236. 32. Right side off access. So keeping our bets the same. Now we can start trend betting upwards. So we're going to try to get these three numbers here up to that quarter level, and before we get to pick up that 4 and 10. All bets set here and dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. Red one stopped on us. We have another 628 to Duracell 8. So the 8 is a hot number in this shooter. 3236, 628 again. Both dice off. We got Let's Talk Craps checking in. Good morning. I'm not seen you here for a while, my friend. Hello, hello. So now we can start pressing upwards on our next hit. Actually, no, we can do it now because we're above our bankroll. So let's bring that 8. Let's drop in $3. We'll bring this 6 and 8 up to $30. Oops. We locked it in. There we go. Drop it in $3. So 125 brought back to rack 120 on the table. Again, 3236. And we'll call it all bets set. This out. Oops. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So all we need is that 6. We need just 6 for the small. But I'll take an 8. That's fine. Oops. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So that's $35 win on that one. So let's pick up $15 on that 10, 15 on the 4. So now we're all the way across. So we can just completely trend bet from here. 3, 2, 3, 6. We got some bankroll recovery to do. So let's get some of that money back to the rack here now. And all bets set. Dice out. Let's get a 6. And there we go. We ask and we shall receive. We got the 4-2. Holy cannoli. 426. And that's going to light up half of that screen green with the small, ladies and gentlemen. 426. Watch that screen light up. Come on, light up. You can do it. There we go. It did it. So we got a recovery there. We actually made profit now. Woohoo! We made goal. It's funny how you go from all the way up to all the way down. So our goal was to make it to 2089. If I pull everything down, we got 2101. What should I do here? Let's do the top $20. I'm going to pull my bets down. We're going to go just 18 on the 6, 18 on that 8, and we'll call that good, I think. And all bets set. Again, bankroll management is key. We can start spreading out from here. I think I have to do at least one collect here in order to get above goal again. And I'm glad I did that. 527. That is the Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So brought us back up on that roll. 3236. 527 results. So that is a 7 out. Got enough time for one more shooter here. That brings us to 2,030 on our bankroll, which is going to be $39 or $59 shy of goal. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Kick the dog again and say bad, says Lazy Dog. So again, 3236. And I am not going to do any light bets this time. We're going to play it out as it is. That was a 12 roller, so our first decent roll of the day here. Let's see if we can get another 12 plus roll here. I think we found the set and the grip and the throw that we're looking for today. So let's see if we can replicate that. Let's go all bets set and dice out. 3236, dice out. And we got a 235, just Gen 5. So let's mark that point of 5. Two, three, six. It is going to be a single pitch on that left side. Primary on top on the right side. We got Professor Glitch. He says, is that Christmas music? It might be considered Christmas music. I can't hear the music on this side, but it's actually classical music today that we are going with. And I think if I know the song that you're talking about, that is the, what is that? The name of the band that plays it, TSO, I think it's called. I forget the name of it though. Anyhow, let's go 160 across again. Yeah, we'll go all bets set. This out. Symphony Orchestra. What's the name of the orchestra? I forget. It starts with the T. This out. Two, 4, 6. A Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. Three, 2, 3, 6, and that's going to be a single pitch of the dice. Double on the right, single on the left. Ultimately, single pitch. Trans-Siberian, thank you, Lazy Dog. Trans-Siberian. Again, that's one of my bucket list concerts to go to. I would love to see that they get into Wisconsin, usually around Christmas time every year. But those tickets are extremely expensive. I think they're like $200-300 a ticket. So be kind of cool to go see. Anyhow, that was a 6. So let's do 32 across pressure. So we'll be at $30 on a 4, 5, 9, 10. We got 36 on that 6 and 8. Choir of the Bells, the name of the song. Thanks, John. So let's go all back set and days out. Again, I can't hear the music on this side. I have it turned off. Only you guys can hear the music. There we go. And we got a 415, and that would be the truck and camper. It's also going to be hit number 2 for us. So this will get us out of the shooter. I believe that brings us to goal. 415 result. That's a winner 5, so the puck does turn off. Carol of the Bells, okay? Yeah, I don't remember. I'm terrible at names of songs and that. But anyhow, 77 inside. If I take everything down, we'll be at 2107. which puts us 11 plus 7, $18 up. So we're going to take our bets down, and we'll place whatever numbers hit here. So that's what I'm going to do, is just place whatever numbers hit. I took all my bets down, and we'll get a number established, so that way we made go no matter what. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And again, bankroll management is key for blue collar craps style play here. All bets set. They saw 20 people playing along. We had 24 people watching. So making go is a good thing. And we got a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So it's marked at point of 6. 3, 2, 3, 6. 3, 3 hard 6 result. So if you make go, make sure you put chat up, so letting everybody know that you made go. We're gonna put $18 on that 6, because that'll bring us either way down to our bankroll goal. Win or lose, does not matter. 3, 2, 3, 6 is the dice set. And we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. Veered off to the right just a little bit. We got a buckeye buckshot again. We got a holy cannoli. 4, 2, 6. So puck turns off once again. That's gonna be a winner 6 for us. So that means we can pick up 2 numbers now. And our bets will turn off. I'll pick up whatever is the next point again as a number. Bets, so that we can slowly start increasing our bankroll and our bets on the table. So we're going to turn those bets off again. 3, 2, 3, 6, looking for a new point. Mad Hatter says Thanksgiving. I appreciate that, Mad Hatter. And if everybody could follow suit, I would also appreciate that. Shows a lot of appreciation. But anyhow, we'll call that all bets set. Dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we got a 3, 6, 9. Another triple D, the dice doctored in. So let's mark that point of 9. 3, 2, 3, 6. 3, 6, 9, single pitch of the dice on the right side. So Nemo has goal as well. Nemo's the only one that's over $1 million on the Crapsee table here. Let's put $15 on that 9. So now we have the 6 and the 9 placed. 3, 2, 3, 6. Nemo has over $1 million. I have 2,000. Pretty sad, but it is what it is. All bets set. Dice out. But we had a good recovery today, only because of the ATS small hit. And 617. So that's going to be the end of the roll here. And that's going to be 7 out. So we may go exactly $190. 3, 2, 3, 6. One dice off axis with a single pitch. 617. So not too happy with the rolls today. We had one decent roll, a bunch of mediocre rolls. Glenn, good morning. Yeah, I saw you on Craps Chat last night. It was good to see you, my friend. So anyhow, let's look at our statistics for the day here. We had 6 shooters. We had an 8, 4, 4, 6, 12, and a 7. So pretty much an average shooting day. We did have some strong numbers today. We had a 4 and 6 are strong. 7s are obviously strong, which was a lot of come out 7s there for a little bit. But any box numbers, inside numbers were expected. 4s and 10s are a little bit high today. Come out 7s were expected. Horns and fields are low today with Hardways being up high today. Looking at our level up dice roll results, we have as of the end of last week, Wednesday, we had 2,900 throws on the nose with a 9.39 SOR average. We have a 6.48 SRR average and a 6.34 BSR average. But anyhow, I do thank everybody for joining in here. I will be back tomorrow at our normal time. Again, this is my normal week, so I'm back to work on schedule. I'm back to my live streams on schedule, and everything should be hopefully returning back to normal. We'll have some decent rolls coming up here in the near future. But anyhow, until tomorrow, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.